We have buffalo chicken dip in here, and look at that condensation. It's hot. The dish is quite warm and the dip is fine. When the weather's nice, there's nothing like getting outdoors with friends and family.
Yes, whether you're having a barbecue, tailgating, having a patio party, or even having a picnic, the right gear can make your outdoor party even more fun.
Hannah and I have pulled together some of our favorite gear for outdoor entertaining, from coolers to picnic baskets, even portable grills and more, so you can decide what's best for you.
First up, Lisa.
First things first, coolers. Every tailgate party, picnic, any kind of outdoor event is going to need a cooler. And you want to keep your food and your drinks cold for hours and hours. We've tested so many coolers. Here is our winner by Yeti. This is our Best Buy by Coleman. The Yeti, it's great, but do you really need to spend hundreds of dollars on a cooler, or is the Coleman going to be the right answer for you? Let's get into it. This cooler is really terrific. It can keep cold food cold for days and days and days. We've done all kinds of tests where we put a weekend's worth of food in there for 4 people, and it fit everything, and it kept everything nice and cold. We put soda in there, it kept it below 40 degrees for 5 days. It's really what you need if you're going to be in a challenging condition where it's going to be hot, or you need the cooler to last you for more than 1 day. It's really perfect for that. It has great insulation. These latches really work great to keep the lid closed. We have knocked this cooler off the back of tailgates onto concrete. We've pushed it off the lab table onto the floor, full of ice, full of drinks. It did not open, nothing spilled. That's really what you want in a rugged outdoor cooler. You want it to be dependable, to stay closed when it's got to be closed. And then, when you want to get in there, you just use that to open, and it's great. So aside from the latches, we have these really great handles. They're made of rope with these rubbery grips, and so it's very easy to pull and lift this very comfortably. It's not a rigid, hard handle, and it's got a lot of give, so you can get it at different angles. But the most important thing of all is that this has this amazing insulation. It's in the top, it's in all the sides, and we've cut these in half with power saws to look at that insulation, measure it, weigh it, compare it to other coolers. One of the things about this insulation is, aside from being fairly thick, it's also not very dense. It has air pockets inside of it. And that's actually important because air is a poor conductor of heat. It doesn't allow the heat in or the cold out. And this has got insulation in the top, as I mentioned. Some of the coolers we cut up had nothing in the top. We put ice in all of the coolers, and after several days we poured off the ice and water to see how much each had melted over time. We dyed it blue so you could really see it. Most of them had a lot of water and very little ice. This one had ice, 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 very little water. The downside is it is heavy. If you're carrying it from a car, it's kind of a 2-person job, but if you just want something that's really going to keep everything cold and be tough and durable, the Yeti is the thing to do. Okay, so let's talk about our Best Buy by Coleman. It's not a fancy luxury cooler. It's, an old household brand from way back, but it does a really good job. It has a lot of features that make it easier to handle, including some wheels in the back and a telescoping handle, so it makes it just easy to, take with you wherever you're going and roll it with you. And it has, these nice, they kind of molded in handles. They're not as big and easy to grab as those rope handles, but then you've got the wheels with this one. It seals pretty well. No rubber gasket, but a nice, tight fit. The top is just 2 layers of plastic. It has no insulation. So like I said, it's not going to be quite as good an insulator as that Yeti, which is insulated all the way around. That said, it has a great amount of space. It has a drain at the bottom and these nice rugged wheels. It'll take you most places you need to go, and it did a pretty decent job of keeping everything cold. A portable gas grill is a great choice for picnics, tailgates, parties, or if you just have a small outdoor space and you don't have a big backyard or don't need it because you're cooking only for 1 or 2 people. Gas is a great choice as opposed to charcoal in this case, because when you turn it off, it cools down and you're good to go. You don't have to deal with ash or hot coals at the end of the day. This is our winner by Charbroil. It's a nice compact size. What we were looking for in a good portable gas grill are a few things. We tested a bunch of these and we looked for ones that were easy to carry, easy to fold up and bring with you, easy to clean. Some of these grills are a complete horror show to clean up when you're done. So being able to really clean it well is important. So when you close this and you're cooking, this is the vent. It's a very small slit, about a 1/2 inch deep and about 12 inches long. And that's great because the smoke will stay on your food and then go up the back. It will not come up, unless you stick your face in here, it will not come out at you, but it will stay on the food and go out the back, and it won't lose too much heat, which is a real problem with gas grills that have two giant vents in the back. You want a small vent. We learned that with our full-size gas grills. We saw it again here. Some of them don't have lids, some have two big vents, and they just let all the heat out. So let's talk about how to turn this on and get it going. This piece pops right out and you can put it right inside the grill for transport, but when you're ready to cook, the controls right here, and there's a little nozzle here. I have a 1 pound can of propane. You can get these at any hardware store, and it attaches right onto the back of this. You screw it on. Righty-tighty, there we go. So it goes without saying, you want nice even heating. We did a test where we put slices of bread across the whole surface after the grill was fully preheated, and we looked at the toasting and whether it was evenly golden across the whole surface of the grill. That was totally not the case with so many of them. This one did a beautiful job with toasting the bread across the whole surface of the grate. The reason for that are a few. I mean, this has a very long burner that goes the full length of the grill. There's 2 rows of holes for the gas flames to come out. These corrugations on the grate also spread the heat both sideways, front to back and along the whole length of it. This is called a flame tamer. It goes over the gas flame, so you're not just getting those flames straight up onto the food. It goes under this little piece of metal, and that spreads the heat down and across. So we got really, for a small grill, remarkably even browning and cooking, and really great control on this heat. It's lightweight, it's portable, it browns and heats evenly. It's very simple to set up and go. This is the best portable gas grill that we found. Maybe you're famous for your pie or your deviled eggs. This is the greatest way to transport it to a picnic or a party outdoors. This is a great device because it's pretty big. It can hold even a 6-inch tall, mile-high lemon meringue pie, but for storage, it collapses down to just about 5 inches. So you're not stuck storing some great big dome somewhere. It's got 3 clips around the side and a good handle on top. The inside is a big sort of pie plate shaped device, and it has these little rubbery silicone rings. So if you're gonna put a pie in there, it will not slide around and smash when you turn the corner with the car. We actually did drive around with these with pies in them in our car, and yeah, a lot of them came out smashed. We took some hard corners, we hit some New England potholes, and all of our food was mushed. This one keeps the pie centered, it doesn't easily slide around, and your baked goods will arrive safely. They also have these really handy inserts for deviled eggs, because who doesn't love them? These are the greatest thing. Double-decker deviled eggs. So the little guy can go underneath, and then this can sit right on top. And you close that right up and you're good to go. Some of the other pie carriers that we tested were ridiculous. They were too small, they didn't hold a tall pie, one was made of cloth. I mean, it wasn't really doing much. This one actually did everything we wanted it to do. It protected food, it held a lot. We did have one little gripe. These latches, you have to make sure they're really latched. They pop down, but you gotta just make sure they're lined up and that they're really fully popped down, or it may, one of them might not be fully closed. So once you make sure that those are all closed, nothing happens. And this is our winner. It's made of plastic and silicone, washes up very easily, carries very neatly, and won't throw your baked goods around when you're in transit to go enjoy them outdoors with your friends and family. You know how it is when someone walks into your house when you're entertaining and wants to use your oven to reheat something they brought over. It's just like throws everything off. Insulated food carriers are exactly what you need if you want your hot food ready to serve on arrival. No reheating necessary. This is the Rachel Ray Lasagna Lugger, and it has all the features you really want in something like this. This has got a nice padded handle that snaps closed, so it's comfortable no matter how much lasagna you're lugging. A little pocket on the outside for storing extras, serving utensils or whatever you brought. We have buffalo chicken dip in here, and look at that condensation. It's hot. The dish is quite warm and the dip is fine. Down below, and this collapses if you just have one dish, this zips closed. And if you have 2 dishes, as we do, lasagna. Also quite warm. This is toasty. There you have it, this great big, easily cleaned, insulated container. The exterior, which is polyester, does show a little staining if you get anything on there. Mostly wipes off, but it's a small price to pay for the incredible functionality of this. It's a great device for taking hot food or even cold food to another destination and enjoying it at the right temperature. Now you've seen some of my favorite items for going outdoors and enjoying delicious food wherever you are. Let's go see what Hannah's favorites are.
When you're dining outside, you can grab stuff from your house, you can use disposable items, or you can buy a dedicated picnic vessel. There's all different kinds of containers that picnic gear comes in. We tested all of them, from wicker baskets to backpacks to collapsible bags. We found a bunch of similarities between models. They all come outfitted with gear inside, usually plates, utensils, napkins, cups. So there were a couple features that we wanted across any style. No matter the style, we wanted roomy compartments that were easy to access. One model, actually the door would come down and bonk us in the head while we were trying to get in there. Not a big deal, but also not very convenient. This backpack was our best, most comfortable option if you're trekking or if you just want something that's really comfortable to handle. This is a great option for someone who's going on a hike or maybe even just not walking that far but just wants something really comfortable to hold. This is definitely our most comfortable option. It comes with this little blanket that has a waterproof layer in it, super handy. There's a wine bottle holder over here so you don't steal some valuable space from your chamber in here. I will say one note about the gear that comes inside of all of these, like the cutting boards or the wine opener. You know, these are not high performance tools. These are not as good as like our winning wine opener, for example, but they're great. They get the job done. They'll get your bottle of wine open. I just realized this is a twist off. So now I want to go over here to this Instagram-worthy model. It is so pretty, it's so gorgeous. If you were throwing like a beautiful park picnic, this would be such a stunning addition. It's not just the exterior of this model that looks fancy, it's the interior too. These are real glass wine glasses. We have nice big plates. That was actually a point of differentiation between the models. Some of the models had smaller snack plates, some had bigger dinner plates. We did slightly prefer the versatility of the bigger plates because you can have a snacky picnic or you can have like a real meal picnic. We like that. Another nice thing about this model is the capacity. Let me pack it up and show you what fits in here. Start with the wine. Okay, so you saw that fit everything, great capacity, super chic. I will say though, like, this is heavy and it's not as easy to carry around as this one. We had testers walk all around with these things to look at comfort and portability, and it really came down to like, you don't want to go far with this one. This one, you can go as far as you want, super comfortable. Doesn't quite fit as much, but it still had a really nice roomy chamber. You know, I wouldn't necessarily put the chips and the crackers in this one, but it probably would fit everything else. And it was so comfortable, we absolutely loved that. So this is our winning most elegant option by Picnic at Ascot, and this is our winning portable option by Sunflora. But let me introduce a third option for those of you that might not have a ton of storage space. The collapsible picnic basket. So this was a really cute little option. This is also by Picnic at Ascot. It has two small pockets on either side that house silverware. This opens up. Wine glasses in here. This has plastic. The nice thing about this is it's collapsible. So if you don't have a ton of storage space, you don't want something like this, you know, clunking up in your garage, this option smooshes down to be much smaller, but you still get your elegant picnic basket when you want it. Maybe not quite as fancy schmancy as this one, but still pretty chic to bring cloth napkins to eat outdoors. Have you ever been at a picnic? You're eating on your lap and you have this floppy, dinky plate, you have this knife that really can't cut anything. We've all been there. So we really set out to test and find paper goods that can perform like real silverware. We really wanted these to perform just as good as the regular stuff. Let's start with the utensils. So as far as like performance and shape and design, really we preferred the same things that we like in regular silverware. You know, you want them to stab and cut and be comfortable. But let's get into the materials. In addition to the classic plastic disposable options, we also saw some environmentally friendly options, more on that later, made from things like bamboo or crystallized polylactic acid. For short, it's called CPLA. This is a commercially compostable material derived from things like soy, corn, tapioca, sugarcane, potatoes, stuff like that. All of these here, including these disposable cups, which we tested as well, these are commercially compostable. You can't compost them at home. Your home compost pile does not have the ability to break down these materials like a commercial facility does. So the bottom line is, compostable paper goods are only actually eco-friendly if you compost them in a commercial composting facility. Let me show you how well these performed. This plate of nice barbecue chicken over here. We really wanted something that you could cut into so you or your guests won't have, I forgot that this was disposable. It's so sturdy. I'm like really forcing on here. Super comfortable. The knife has nice serrations. It's getting through things. The fork is holding everything securely. Stab potato salad. We were skeptical of these CPLA options, but they were really great. They were really nice and sturdy, and they had all of those real silverware qualities that we wanted. The bamboo ones weren't that good from a user experience perspective. They didn't cut that well. They didn't stab food that well. The forks didn't. They also tasted like wood when we were eating off of them, so we did not like those. We have a CPLA winner from EcoVita, and then we also have a winning plastic set from Diamond. Okay, now let's move on to bowls. We really tested the heck out of these things. We came away with 3 winners here. The Dixie Ultra Heavy Duty is great for bigger salads. The Dixie Everyday is a little bit smaller, great for side dishes. And then the Stackman is a great compostable option. You know, you don't want to do super piping hot foods in it, but otherwise it was a good compostable option. Now let's move on to plates. I don't have our winner here because I forgot to order it, but I have a comparable option here, and I want to talk about why we love these heavy-dutier plates. Sturdiness was #1 for disposable plates because you don't want it to flop. You don't want it to, like, look at that. I've been having like a hard time, getting this to flop. I'm going to show you right here. So you can really saw. Just get in there and saw. I'm really doing this as hard as I can. Totally fine. Okay, so we really looked at heavy foods, piling your plate, hot foods, and then we also did a holding test. We filled the plates and then let them sit for 5 minutes. Say you forgot to get your beverage. This really separated the good from the bad. Some of these were totally sogged out in 5 minutes, and 5 minutes isn't even that long. That's totally reasonable. If someone stops you on the way from the buffet, boom, you got a soggy plate in your lap. With all of this gear, you are all set for some awesome outdoor fun, and we hope you have a blast.
For more information on all the gear we showed you here today, check out the links below or go to americastestkitchen.com.
What's your favorite thing to bring to an outdoor party? Do you have any more questions for us? Let us know in the comments. Like this video and hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode.